A few years ago, I was sitting with a friend on the perimeter wall of one of our campus buildings, stargazing. I looked up and pointed out what few constellations and planets I could identify by the naked eye. My friend listened, quietly, and when I was finished, made a comment that has never left my mind. She said that for her, trying to quantify and understand the nature of things around us takes away from their beauty. I didn't say so at the time, but I couldn't disagree more. I think the beauty of our being here is that we have such a vast and mysterious universe to explore.
Cosmic rays are high-speed particles from outer space that bombard the Earth's atmosphere.
If we aren't supposed to enjoy discovery and exploration, pushing the limits of observation, how else are we supposed to spend our time?
Causing a cascade of heavier particles to shower down on Earth's surface. These particles, called muons, are undetectable by the human eye.
Sometimes I catch myself staring up at the sky, getting lost thinking of what kind of spectacular works of cosmic art are left out there.
But sensors called scintillators can detect them,
Fretting at the fact that we may never get to see them.
causing the lights of the chandelier to illuminate.
But then I remember all the wonderful things that we do get to see down here on Earth.
All the light we see is composed of discrete beams called rays.
Our sense of vision and light has always fascinated me, just for how important it is for all of life, and how much we take it for granted.
Whose interactions with the world and its surfaces can be predicted through a series of equations.
The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection.
Light is everywhere, but it always seems to be doing something new and different. Every time I see an interesting shadow pattern, a strange reflection, a rainbow splash in an unexpected place,
Each ray has a distinct energy level.
I can't help but wonder why. Such a simple concept that we can sculpt to fit our vision. Anything and everything you've seen or will ever see.
Giving rise to what we perceive as its color when it reaches our eyes.
Color is my favorite aspect of the human experience.
Anthocyanins are chemical compounds produced by leaves at the end of their growth cycle.
There are tens of thousands of pigments out there, exposing us to the full spectrum nature has to offer.
They serve to protect the leaf from harm in its final moments, as the plant extracts all the nutrients from it that it can.
And for most of human history, we must have looked on and wondered how such a majesty of hues could be possible.
In addition to giving autumn leaves their color, they also supply the permanent hues of most red or purple vegetation, such as berries and flowers.
Only now are we able to harness our understanding of color to make and use it in ways never before thought possible.
At a small scale, all fluids are composed of molecules that collide with one another and solid objects.
Shapes and colors moving in an endless dance, never twice the same.
Fluid mechanics seeks to describe the continuous nature of these discrete particles.
Every so often I'll stop and think about how someone, somewhere, was so transfixed at one point by the way water or paint or clouds swirled around themselves.
To better understand how things flow at a scale observable to us.
That they dedicated their time to figure out how and why they move the way they do.
Through a series of foundational axioms, scientists can predict how fluids move by inputting starting conditions into a system of differential equations.
If we know the order in the chaos, we can harness it to express whatever we want. Such simple rules can combine to make motions and structures so complex.
The neuron is a cell type responsible for sensing and communicating information from the environment.
I read somewhere once that the brain is like the universe trying to understand itself.
Neurons evolved on Earth about 750 million years ago and are found in almost all animal species.
A network of cellular units connected by chemical highways,
The human brain is comprised of more than 86 billion neurons.
transmitting and consolidating information, all in an effort to make some sense of the world around it.
And its complex behavior results from the many interconnections between them.
Creativity and wonder, art and science, love and pain, all just consequences of a 3-pound piece of flesh in each of us doing the one thing it knows how to, putting things together and hoping for a clearer picture to emerge. All those connections and synapses It's probably the most advanced computer the universe will see for a very long time.
A cellular automaton is a computer system in which an arrangement of agents exist in one of a finite number of states.
For me, computers are the culmination of it all, the swelling crescendo at the end of the symphony that ties the piece together.
The state of a given agent is influenced by interactions with the agents around it over time.
We can combine all of our knowledge and ideas in one place to understand and make whatever we want.
From a few simple rules of interaction, complex behavior can emerge.
It's the pinnacle of creation, using our experience in the world to simulate it for ourselves and delve ever deeper into understanding the structure behind its beauty.
The pursuit of understanding is a way to be ever more inspired by the intricacies of the world we live in.
Science might adhere to a set of inflexible rules imposed by nature, but exploring the boundless limits of those rules allows for endless expression. I don't think wanting to understand the world takes away from its beauty. I think that
as we are awestruck by each new discovery,
As theories are written, rewritten, disproven, modified, and substantiated,
The more questions we ask, the deeper we observe,
The further we travel, the better we understand.
the clearer we see, the inherent beauty of the world becomes that much more apparent.